Hello, penguins. I want to thank everybody for your amazing support, your sweet, sweet messages, and all the tips people left, and everyone who bought videos. It was really sweet. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry that I just kind of just disappeared. I went from, so let's step back a little bit. So I was leaving Albania, and I couldn't leave Albania because of positive COVID test. I was trying to get to see my mom before she died, but unfortunately, before I could get another plane ticket, my mom had already died. And oh man, this has been incredibly fucking hard, because I really thought that I would see her again. And I waited too long. I waited until it really hit me. Like, I knew my mom had cancer, and like I knew she was, she was going through COVID, or sorry, not COVID, she was going through chemo, and she was fighting through it. She was doing good until she wasn't. But my problem is that I think I just got so scared when she had the diagnosis that I just buried it down. I went into denial. And I honestly didn't think I could handle watching my mom die. I did it with my dad. I guess we all have to do it to some degree. But I don't know, I got scared. Now I can see that. Now I know that I was in denial and scared and hiding away a bit. And by that I mean I didn't fly right back to the US to go see my mom. I don't know, and then I heard she was actually going into hospice, and then it all became like a reality. It was suddenly real, and that's when I was like, okay, no, I can't, I gotta see her, I gotta hug her, I gotta kiss her. Like, this really means that I might never see her again, so I'm gonna see her again. And then I did. It's really hard. But, I can't change it. I can't change it. But after she died, I got super fucking restless. Like, I was really restless. I couldn't stay still. I could hardly sleep. I just had to keep doing things, just constantly be on the go. And I was helping my sister with a lot of things. We do a lot of video calls and whatnot, and so I was able to help her that way. I also was able to, so the house that my mom and my sister and her family live in, that house was from my teens, right? My parents bought it in my teens. It was the first house they ever bought. And before my dad died, my sister didn't want the house because she never grew up in it. She was older. She was already out of the house by the time they bought it. So it was supposed to be passed down to me because it was like my childhood home. And before my dad died, we already had that figured out. After Dad died, like I told my sister and my mom, I couldn't inherit that house because of all the horrible memories that happened when my dad was going through dementia and dying, and I was taking care of him lighting the fire, all that. Like, there was just so many bad memories. I couldn't. And then it made sense when my sister moved in with her family, with my mom. It just made sense because they didn't own a house anymore, and it worked out for them. The rising prices in Florida just made it really difficult for them to find a place to rent because they're low income and whatnot, and the prices were ridiculous. So they moved in with my mom, and it worked out. So at that point, like, we knew that my sister would inherit the house, and it would be for her family. I mean, it's my family too, but you know what I mean, her immediate, like, family there. So anyway, I'm kind of rambling. So I've been able to help her since my mom didn't do a will or anything. The house is being passed down. Basically, I had to sign away my rights saying that oh my god, excuse me. So I basically, working with a lawyer, went to a notary here in Albania. And, filled out the forms and whatnot, and then I delivered them to my sister so she could keep the process going and whatnot, so that way she actually gets the house. So that process is still going, and I'm doing what I can to help her. But at this point now, there isn't anything for me to do at this current moment. But if there are more papers, I'm gonna fill that out and shit. And upside is, hopefully my sister will actually own the house soon, and they'll have a home for my nephew to grow up in, continue to grow up in. God, I have been, like, so paralyzed with grief. I haven't been doing a whole lot except for that and video calls with my sister. We're keeping each other, you know, in as good a spirits as we can. We text constantly. Oh. Anyway, I just wish I would have saw my mom. It sucks. I can't just pick up the phone and call. But yeah. I don't know, have any of you, like, gone through grief and you just keep having really bad nightmares? Like, every day I wake up, it's just a new nightmare. I'm usually, like, trying to find my mom, and I can't find her. But I gotta get it together. Like, the lack of, like, good sleep is not fucking helping. I'm so sorry. But anyway, so right now it is, I gotta get it together and just push on. I just gotta keep pushing forward. For now, I'm not going back to the States. There's a huge part of me that really wants to, because I want to be with my sister, but fuck, it's like $2,500, and $2,500 just for, like, a regular fucking apartment there right now. And it's just keeps rising and rising. And so, like, my sister was saying, like, I should just stay here because it's just, I'm not just throwing everything away. I don't know how it's sustainable in the US, and like especially like places like Florida. I don't understand how it's sustainable. And I'm like angry about that because it's just fucked. It's like so many people just can't even like afford to even live near their families. And I mean, I don't know. It's just fucked. I don't know what's up with the state of the world, but I should stop thinking about those big things that I can't control, because I need to focus on the things that I can control. And one of those things is just right now, for the time being, this just makes more sense, you know? I was gonna make it work because I really wanted to be able to say goodbye to my mom. So, you know, I could like crash on the couch. But now, like, my sister said that, like, said basically that, you know, I should stay here. And I don't want to like push them. I have a feeling like that they're ready to start moving forward and focus on their little family, because it's been really hard on them. And so you know, we've been doing like video chats and whatnot and going through stuff, through mom's stuff, and that's been really, it's the expected, it's what you expect when you lose a parent or someone you're really close to. It's just going through all those little things. Like, oh, she saved like my childhood art and stuff. I'm sorry I'm not in a better place, guys. But there's been progress, and that's good. And I'm gonna keep figuring things out and get ahead and just I miss her though. I miss my mom so much. I miss calling her. And her reassuring me that everything's gonna be okay. And us laughing about ridiculous shit. I even like miss like the annoying shit she did. And at the same time, I feel kind of guilty because I found those things annoying. So, I don't know. I don't have like I'm sorry, I don't have more of like a better update with, I don't know, I guess it's to be expected. It's basically it. It's to be expected. I mean, what wasn't expected? So what wasn't expected is when we got my mom's certificate of death back, and on it it's listed as pancreatic cancer, which we knew she had, and then other things like COPD, like basically her health issues. But within that, apparently my mom had stage 4 lung cancer, and my sister says she didn't know about it, and that she was just as surprised as me when she saw the certificate. So I don't know. She says that my mom must have gotten the like diagnosis in the hospital, or like when she was at a doctor's appointment, my sister wasn't there. But she says she didn't know about it, which I wouldn't be too surprised if that were the case, because my mom like wanted to hide certain parts of her health issues. Like she didn't want my sister to know she had COPD. My sister ended up finding out, but she didn't want her to know because because my mom was a smoker, heavy smoker, since she was like 8 or 10 or something. I think it was 10. And she didn't want my sister to harass her about smoking anymore. So my mom may have kept that information from both of us, which is just like, oh, why did you tell me? Why didn't you tell me with stage 4 lung cancer? It just makes me feel so guilty because she had like that her cough. She was coughing a bit more, and like in the like last month or two, and I remember at one point I asked her, because she had a COVID test and it was negative, and she was going on about her cough and whatnot, and I said, well, do you think it's allergies? And she's like, no, can't you tell I'm sick? I'm sick. Obviously, she was sick, and I just didn't process it enough. Anyway, so that was a huge shocker. Yeah. My mom's like, so my sister and I, like, we don't, like, our family, I'm pretty sure I told you guys we're not doing like a funeral or anything. My mom thought they were morbid. My mom didn't like memorials or anything like that. It's just me and my sister, so we just had our own thing, you know, on video chat and a lot of things. It wasn't just like one thing. It's just, you know, we're going through her stuff together, and so, you know, it's kind of like our own little memorial. So, my mom's ashes were scattered by the what is it? The funeral home? I don't know what it is. I think it's the funeral home that did it. They scattered her ashes over the Gulf. So my mom's back to part of this huge system that is the Earth. And that's pretty beautiful. Because, you know, our ashes are scattered, and that becomes part of this whole system. You know, little fishy eats part of my mom. It's really weird. It's really weird. Or her ashes, like, go over the ground and help the trees, the plants, and new life begins. So, it's can be beauty in death, even if it's really fucking hard. That helps me, is knowing that my parents are just part of this beautiful earth. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But they're helping create new life. That's something. Oh, it doesn't fucking take away how fucking hard this shit is, though. I wish it would. Fuck my hair clip. Anyway, that's basically what's been going on, and I'm gonna push myself today to actually go out of the house, and I'm gonna go for a walk. Spring has sprung, and there's a lot of things in bloom and looking beautiful, and the trees are getting their leaves back, and I'm gonna go and push myself to actually get out of bed, and because I need to do that. I've allowed myself to be too paralyzed with grief, and so I gotta push myself to get out of it, because no one else is going to. It's gotta be me. I gotta push myself. So I'm going to. I will find my feet again. I'll find my breath, and we just keep moving. I'm in a great deal of pain, but I know that, like with my dad, it takes time. It's always there, but it does get better. It gets easier. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys. I'm sorry that I shut down. I could have pushed myself further. And that's what's going on. Thank you for your kindness, for your love, and your understanding. Thanks for being patient with me. I'm sorry. I'm not doing better. I wish I was. But your support has meant a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for trying. Just, it didn't work. Okay. I'm gonna get ready. Go for a walk. After I blow my nose and I don't look like I've been crying a ton. Oh my god, big fucking bug on. Oh god, you guys are seeing me all snotty. That's a little better. Sorry, you guys could see me all crying, snotty and shit. I'll talk with you guys again soon, and it won't be so sad. I hope. I'll do my best to not burden you with too much. But thank you for being here. And I love you guys. Thank you for listening, for your kindness. I know I said that already, but I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, things can only get better from here. Maybe, yeah. But I will talk to you soon. And I got so, like, fucking, like, I did record some stuff, and then I got so, like, paralyzed and depressed, like, such deep depression pit, that I didn't upload that yet, so I'll do that. But thank you for listening, and, this is almost 30 minutes, so there you go. There will be better stuff coming up here. Yeah. Okay. I love you. Talk to you soon. Thanks for listening.